Welcome to another session of our conversations with our affiliates. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Peter Tront and Rauf from REMN, which is the Real Estate Mortgage Network Incorporated. Welcome, gentlemen. Rob, Peter, glad to see you. Glad you could make it. And at this time, Peter and Rob, representing the board, we just want to thank you so much for being our gold sponsor for this year. We could never, here at the board, do all of the events, the programs, the classes that we offer our members without the support and the generosity of our sponsors. So again, we thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. With that said, at this time, Peter, would you like to share with our viewers and our members and tell us a little bit about the Real Estate Mortgage Network and the history of it? Can you tell our viewers
absolutely.
that? Wonderful.
Absolutely. Real Estate Mortgage Network has been in business since the late 80s, so we're going on our 22nd year as of right now. We are a mid-sized mortgage banker, a true direct lender. As such, we have the ability to lend all conventional products, government loans, FHA, VA, USDA loans, as well as the MFA bond programs within the state of New Jersey. Our goal is, frankly, to provide the best customer service that we possibly can while allowing homeowners to achieve their dream, which is homeownership.
Wonderful. And I want to pass on to our members, if you get a chance, to definitely go on the website. I was doing a little research on the company and I found some really great things that I think you could pass on to your membership. And one of the things that I did see here was, and I thought it was so wonderful, they have about home purchase basics. And I found that fascinating because you can show this to your customers or your clients, and it actually tells you on what you can count on for your real estate agent to do, what you can count on your loan officer to do, and how they can count on themselves what they're supposed to do. And it's in plain English. I think that is totally fantastic. And they also have another item, the mortgage process. And it takes you from the beginning to the very end. And as far as customer service, I think that's fantastic to actually see each step of the way, who's doing what, how long it'll take, so forth and so on. So, Rob, how would they be able to get to the website and reach the Real Estate Mortgage Network? Would you like to let our viewers know that?
The generic company website's very easy. It's remn.com. So that's the really simple one. Peter and I each have our own website as well, which hops to our own private page. Okay. Not private page, but corporate page for individuals, which will link you to everything else on the website as well.
And the phone number, if they need to reach you?
Our office number is 732-223-1630. Or we have a toll-free number. It's 888-400-9496. And I can only say that because we have them in the sign.
Yes,
I was impressed with that.
Very good memory, right? Okay. Also, Rob, what are your thoughts on the housing market here in Ocean County?
Well, we've seen just flutters. I mean, for right now, most of our activity has truly been in the first-time buyer, kind of that first domino to fall. And there's been a lot of activity, and the well-priced listings are getting multiple offers. I'm starting to hear there's people looking at waterfront now, kind of ahead of the spring market, which I think some of that's pent-up demand after all the snow, but that's good. And realistically, I think just based on a lot of the economic forecasts, we're probably going to plateau in price, and I think we'll start to see some true growth towards the end of the year.
Wonderful.
Which of course means rates are going to climb and things, but that's ultimately a good thing. It means
the rates are still wonderful.
People
don't realize how great the rates really are. If you've been in the business as long as the three of us have been in the business, when I started in real estate, the interest rates were 18%, and we did sell. Now, Peter, what are your predictions for the housing market in the near distant future? What do you see happening?
Well, I see two things. First, obviously we have the immediate future, and then a little bit more of a long-range forecast. In terms of the immediate future right now, what we're seeing is that people are beginning to realize that now is truly a great time to purchase a home. They've been sitting on the fence for quite a while. They've been watching everything that's been going on in the news down in Washington and trying to make a decision when should they make that leap. Starting back in January, we actually saw a significant increase company-wide in terms of inquiries for home purchases.
Wonderful.
So as the interest rates unfortunately have started to come up, we've seen a swing in our business primarily from refinances to primarily purchases.
Well, we read in the paper constantly that how difficult it is, even for people that have a job and would like to purchase a home, that the banks and mortgage companies are making it difficult.
No.
We see the shaking of the heads. So
Yeah, well,
do you want to just...
Peter and I have both been in the business for about 24 years each. And it was harder to get a loan back in the late 80s, early 90s than it is to get a loan right now.
Okay, wonderful.
So,
I wanted to clarify that.
I mean, that's really been the misconception probably for the last 4 years that we're not lending money. Well, Peter and I wouldn't be feeding our kids if we weren't lending money. It's just, you know, you need a job, you need money to put down, and not even a lot. There are still some no money down programs. And you need good credit. Not perfect, but good credit.
Okay.
I mean, it's every time I say you need a job to get a loan, I kind of giggle a little because it's, you know, common sense. You need to
Exactly. And what would be good credit rating in today's market? I mean, what are...
we just started, as of this week actually, last week, we just started with as low as a 600 credit score.
Oh, all right, that's
That-
very
that's-
good. That's very
So,
good to know. All right, so we do know that mortgages are out there. So you could help your customers and your clients to let them know that there is money out there and people are getting mortgages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful, great to hear that. Well, that was a fun interview. Now are you ready for the really fun part of the interview?
Sure.
This is the part our viewers wait for. What we do is we have a round of speed questions that I like to ask. And we just really need first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
Okay? Some people tell me they're difficult. Some people say, oh, that was fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay.
And we're going to start off with Peter.
All right.
And I'll ask you the first question, and then I'll follow up, and I will ask Rob the same question. Are you game?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Peter, what is the one thing you miss as a kid but no longer do or can do?
Skiing.
Okay, wonderful. Rob, same question. Would you like me to repeat it, or?
I'm still a big kid. I really, if anything, I do more of what I loved as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Good to know that. Rob, if you could have personally witnessed one event in history, what would you want to have seen or to have been there?
First thing that pops in my head, right? I actually think I really would have liked to have seen. I get, being at NASA and watching one of the rockets take off. I
Okay.
just think that would be a neat experience.
Okay, very good. And Peter, same question.
The inauguration of George Washington.
Wow. Okay.
That one's deep.
Very interesting. That is deep. We could go into that, but we won't. We only have a 10-minute interview. Peter, I believe it's your turn.
Okay.
If you could plan a trip anywhere in the world for yourself and or your mate, where would you like to go and why?
I would like to go to see Egypt and the Middle East. Specifically, I'd like
Now?
Specifically, I'd like to see the pyramids.
Okay, yes.
I've always been fascinated by them, and obviously because of all the turmoil, it's never been a trip that we've
Exactly.
undertaken.
And they do have a little bit of turmoil there now, but let's hope it all works out. That would be a great place to visit. And Rob, how about you?
Yeah, I've been to the third world, and there's a reason it's the third world. I want to go back. Actually, for me, it's an island somewhere. Specifically, chartering a boat and spending some time in the islands.
Okay, favorite island?
can't say I have one, because each one has their own little thing, but
Yes, they do.
I really do enjoy the British Virgin Islands. And then going a little farther south into the Grenadines, St. Vincent.
Nice. Renting a schooner and having a crew and
No
three
crew.
other couples, that would be a fun. That's how I envision that trip.
No crew, bareboat.
Okay,
Remember, I'm a
wonderful.
sailor, so.
Okay, terrific. And whose turn is it now, Rob, to ask you the first one?
Okay.
Okay. All-time favorite comedy movie?
Ooh, there's a couple.
Okay.
Any Caddyshack.
Okay.
It's quotable.
Quite often amongst men.
Yeah.
And Peter, same question.
I don't know if I have an all-time favorite comedy movie.
Well, name one that you liked a lot, that you laughed a lot in.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay,
I'll come back
Joe.
on that one.
All right, think about it.
I
We
will.
can come back to that one. And Peter, what was your favorite TV sitcom growing up?
All in the Family.
Archie Bunker, here we come. Talk about being ahead of their time, right?
There you go.
That was great. And Rob, how about you? What was a
Growing
favorite
up?
sitcom? Yeah, growing up. What did you
Oh, there
like
were
to
so
watch? Coming home from school?
I'm coming home from school, Lost in Space.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, very good. And then last but not least, I always like to ask a dilemma question. Okay? So, with that said, and I think it's Peter, your turn?
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be the most popular or the smartest person you know?
Can I pick both?
No. You must pick one. It's a dilemma question.
I would say the smartest.
Okay. Would you like to say why you would pick that one? That you wanted to be the smartest?
Because I think if I were the smartest, I would realize that it's not as important to be the most popular.
All right. And let's hear Rob's thought. Would
I
you
would-
rather be the most popular or the smartest?
I'd say smartest.
Okay. And your reason behind that?
Because you could rely on yourself at that point. You don't necessarily, it's kind of God, there's a narcissist coming out.
That's why I love these dilemma questions.
But yeah, I would say smartest, because then you don't necessarily need to rely on somebody else, and people would have to rely on you.
Okay, very good. And do you want to think of that comedy movie? Or you're just still drawing a blank on that
I'm
one?
drawing an absolute blank.
Okay,
I know the
we
movie.
have an
I know the movie
absolute blank.
that I love, and I'm just drawing an absolute blank on it.
Okay, want to tell us maybe? And we can maybe think
The Holy
of the...
Grail?
The Holy Monty Python.
I think that would be a second on my list.
Baby Boom.
Maybe.
Okay, all right, very good. I thank you, gentlemen, so
Thanks,
much. It was fun.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be able to do this again. That's it for now, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheers.